My name is Amber Beck, and I'm the Executive Director of Children's First CO of Kansas. I also started a program called Future Women in a STEM Career, which gets young ladies excited about aviation, science, technology, engineering, and math, just like yourselves. During this video, I want to introduce you to some amazing women who have inspired me. All these women started out where you are, and from different schooling, different choices, they've done incredible things with their lives, and I hope that they inspire you. I hope that you learn during this video that girls can do amazing things. That never say never, never give up opportunities when they present themselves, and I believe that you will be able to go far.
I am the Director of Employer Services at Wichita Area Technical College. And what that means is that I work with organizations in manufacturing and in aviation and in business, and I help them to discover what areas that they might need some help in training. We design the training, and then I also manage a group of highly skilled trainers who help them learn new skills.
I currently am working at Flight Safety International, have been with the company for 14 years. My title is called Center Manager, and basically the Center Manager oversees the operations from day to day of anything that goes on in the center, whether it's business expenses to the business action plan to performance appraisals to customer or client critiques. What we do at Flight Safety is we train pilots from around the world to operate airplanes, in this case Hawker or Beechcraft airplanes, safely. We have 16 simulators in the building, so we actually can induce any type of weather conditions, night conditions, inclement weather, snow, whatever it is, in a safe environment.
I am responsible for about 75 engineers. I have the cost, quality, and schedule ownership for A350 wing projects. We're responsible for the design, the analysis, and the certification for those projects.
One common theme with all of my role models is that they encourage me to look at things from a different perspective, to look at areas that I might not initially consider. And in doing so, I've been able to be exposed to areas that have really helped me have a well-rounded career.
I've had a variety of role models. Primarily when I'm younger, of course, it was my parents telling me to go for it, try for it, do what I wanted to do. And also, as I grew up, they did change over the years. I was one of the, I say, fortunate ones. I grew up during the kind of the early 70s, and the 80s is when I hit my maturity level as far as college and young adulthood. And at that time, there was a lot going on in the world. Women were trying to fight for equal rights amendment. Title IX was a big thing. So my role models during those years were primarily political figures. People like Nancy Kassebaum here in Kansas, Hillary Clinton, big fan of hers, because they told me that women can do these type of roles that had been traditionally male-type roles. So during that time frame, I'd say they were my role models. Not that I had daily conversations with them, but what they were doing, any trials and tribulations they were going through, I could relate them to my own profession.
To look for a role model is to find somebody who is where you want to be. And it may not be a career field, but it may be the person you want to be. So it may be you're finding somebody that really embodies where you see yourself in the future. And if you can find that person, somebody you can build that relationship with as well in a mentor type role, it's nice to have somebody to look up to. And the world has you look at movie stars and athletes, but there are so many people out there in industry. There's CEOs, there's women who are teachers, professors, astronauts, pilots that are doing all these different tasks that you can look up to, and so many of them would love to pass that on. And it's just finding those people that are in a career maybe you want to go in, or maybe it's just they're doing something for the first time that no other woman's done before. A role model you may never meet, you know. You might look up to somebody like Condoleezza Rice. You might look up to somebody like Sally Ride. Somebody that you want to be. You see something about their life. You see something about what they've done, how they've reached the community, or how they've reached the technical community, and you want to be that person. That's somebody you can look up to and figure out how they got to where they are. Whereas a mentor is somebody that can step into your life and can help you become who you want to be. And a mentor, it's not somebody that's related to you. It's not necessarily a teacher, but it could be. But a mentor is somebody who's there for you and can help you not only keep you on that path, but also somebody you can bounce ideas off of, and somebody you can share time with and can share your life with.
As far as your career, if you're cooperative, have a spirit of cooperation, and you're collaborative, most of the time you can get through any challenges on your career. You're going to have challenges not only in your personal life, but you're also going to have challenges in your career. And one of the things I've found that has worked for me is to stay open and positive, and to have good energy. Make sure that you keep yourself in a good place mentally and spiritually, and that you surround yourself with good people. It makes it a lot easier to get through it. We all are going to have something that we're going to be faced with. But in doing so, understand that you can get through it.
You're going to hit roadblocks. You're going to hit things that, whether it's a person, whether it's just something that happens that will make you think you have to stop there, or make you believe you can't go any further. And, you just need to go beyond that. You need to, persevere, not give up. You've got to be a people person. Whether you like it or not, no matter what you do, you're going to have to deal with people. And you're going to have to present yourself in a manner that's professional in all situations.
Don't be afraid to be the only female in a group, in a conference room, in a meeting. That's primarily the way it is here. I'm still the only female with 16 males sitting in our staff meeting. So be prepared to work with a very diverse group, and don't say, well, I don't look like them. You won't look like them. So be prepared. And then after you're prepared for it, don't try to emulate what they do. It's really important that you don't have to have the same mannerisms as a male. I think you can be a strong female leader and still be feminine.
And something I heard here not too long ago is you've got to be able to play with the boys. You're going to be if you're going to be in a field that's full of men, you've got to be able to work with them. And that may sound like a simple task, but there's many times I'll look around a room and I'm the only woman there, and most of the time, I don't even notice it anymore. But there's a time when men may treat you differently because you're a woman. They might talk down to you. They might not be as open with you about things. And you just need to show them that you're one of the team. You're not whether it's man, woman, it doesn't matter. You're one of the team.
The end result, I've seen a lot of very stellar, intelligent, not only female, but men who have the wrong expectation, and it actually spirals their career the wrong way. So it's, to me, setting the expectation to find something that you're passionate about.
Well, when you get out of school, the interesting thing is that the career that you may have gone to school for may not be readily available, maybe not in the position or in the salary range that you were hoping. So one of the things that I would share is that you should be open to taking internships or taking positions that will allow you to get into an organization and learn as much as you can.
For me, I was still getting further education well up into my mid-40s, because to me, learning is the ultimate goal for me anyway. I think it not only makes you brighter, it makes you more adaptable in all circumstances. I have always encouraged my teammates here at Flight Safety to continue their education route, because what it does, it just opens doors, number one. Number two, it makes you see things in a different light, is what I said. The further you educate yourself, you don't stay in your little pigeonhole. You become a much more open to ideas, especially if you're going into some management classes.
hard work is how you are going to advance in anything you do. You're going to have to realize that when you come out of school, you're going to be competing for job positions because, in the economy today, there's not openings for everybody that's graduating. So first, you're going to have to do the hard work in school to be able to compete because you're going to have to get the grades to allow you to be, even interviewed for positions. And once you're interviewed, you're competing against every other person that's there interviewing.
A career doesn't happen overnight. A career is a progression over many years. And with that, just as myself, my career has taken many turns. But the common theme is that it was always something that I was interested in. I always did my very best with whatever my assignments were. As you move into your career, you should always look for ways to continue to learn and to develop so you can stay compelling and relevant.